call for capital punishment in the Bahamas was renewed by the Member of Parliament for Tall Pines in Parliament this morning as debate continued on the Jury's Amendment Bill and the Parliamentary Elections Amendment Bill.
Miller's son was killed in 2002, and he says he joins hundreds of Bahamians negatively impacted by crime. He cautioned his parliamentary colleagues that if something is not done about the vexing crime situation, the Bahamian people will decide. Janine Noel Ferguson reports.
When you see those polls close at 6 p.m., you have a rude awakening. If we refuse to act on behalf of those persons who gave us the privilege, Mr. Speaker, of coming into these parliament on their behalf.
In a passionate contribution, Tall Pines MP and BEC Chairman Leslie Miller lamented that the government must do more to combat the rising crime problem that has wreaked havoc on communities, particularly in New Providence. The first step, he suggested, is executing the law on capital punishment, which has been sidestepped as a result of a Privy Council ruling.
Someone decide to take a life, there has to be repercussions. Jail cannot be the answer because no one is going to bring that person back, Mr. Speaker. Only God is going to do that. When others overseas, thousands of miles away from our shores, can have the last say in our affairs, Mr. Speaker, it is time for that to stop.
Mr. Miller referenced the recent murder of a 88-year-old man in Long Island, calling for the carnage to stop.
The state has an obligation, Mr. Speaker, in my opinion, to do what is necessary to combat this evil that is among us, Mr. Speaker. This cancer that is taking out the guts of the Bahamian people, Mr. Speaker.
Sharing similar views was East Grand Bahama MP Nico Grant. He shared his concerns on the Jury Amendment Bill.
Crime is crippling our country. Crime has never been a political problem. It should have never been taunted as an FNM or former Minister of National Security problem. The State Minister for Legal Affairs is quoted as saying, among the sectors contributing to the slow trying of cases are the numerous incidents of jury tampering, including attempts to intimidate jurors. What do you think, Mr. Speaker, would happen to jurors who are known to everyone in the Family Island community?
MP for Golden Isles Michael Halkitis, in his contribution, acknowledged the concerns about crime in the country. He agreed that the level of crime is unacceptable.
The level, I believe, is a reflection of the development or lack of development or the changes in the attitudes and the norms of what is considered normal behavior among some quarters, Mr. Speaker.
Despite the challenges, Halkitis says the government is constantly upgrading resources in an attempt to stomp out crime. Janine Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.